one more sip of my coffee. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Freely. So sorry I haven't been posting for the past 2 weeks. I've actually been sort of busy, and like last week I turned 22. So for my birthday we went to a trampoline park, and if you notice this little mark on my forehead right here, I tried doing a backflip and I landed right on my face and it caused this like burn. It's all good now, it doesn't hurt or anything. So recently I've been getting questions from people asking how I make my videos and how I plan out my videos and all that different kind of stuff. So I thought it would be really helpful to show like my routine and how I go about planning my videos and like making them, and basically a very high level look at how I make my videos. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but if you guys want me to make a more detailed video on how I make my videos, definitely leave it down in the comments below and I'll, hopefully get to it. Before we get started, in general, the way that I do things should apply to most niches out there, but just remember that this is the way I do it, and for your type of niche that you're in, it could be a different workflow. So yeah, just take what you can from this video and hopefully some of these tips will be helpful for you. So every video I make starts with an idea. So that's gonna be our first topic for today, is write down all your ideas. So no matter how dumb the idea sounds, make sure you're writing down every single idea. So it's really helpful to have an app like Google Keep or just any kind of note-taking app. I personally use Crypty, or I also use Standard Notes, but you can pretty much use any note-taking app out there. Basically have a list of all the ideas that you have just regarding like any kind of topic. Like even though my main focus is like cameras and like Canon M50 related stuff, I also try to write down other stuff outside of my niche. So for example, I do like traveling a lot, so there's some ideas that are more related to travel, and I still write that down because a great advantage to that is that sometimes you can combine certain ideas. So maybe you can combine a camera topic video with like a travel topic video and then mesh it into one, and you have this really cool unique idea. So once you have brainstormed all the ideas for videos that you can make, my next step that I usually take is choosing which ones to move forward. So usually when I make videos just like this, I'm filming anywhere from 2 to 4 videos in one sitting. So this session I'm only filming about 1 video today, but on a regular day I'm filming anywhere from 2 to 3 videos a day, so that I have content for at least 2 to 4 weeks. Since I usually post about 1 time a week, that gives me a lot of time just over the course of 4 weeks, have 1 video uploaded every single week. And having it all filmed on 1 day really helps with just not having to set up my camera and my lights and having to remember what I'm gonna say, and basically getting into that mindset of making a video. I only have to do it once a week, film everything 1 day, and then the rest of the 4 weeks is just me editing for those 4 weeks and thinking of future videos. Choosing which videos to move forward is basically all up to you. For me, I like doing videos or topics that are kind of related to each other, so that when I'm doing talking videos like this, I'm kind of like in the same train of thought, you know what I mean? So usually what I do is I have 2 or 3 related topics ready to go, and then I pretty much work on those 3 all at the same time, since they're all kind of related. So this is the stage where I spend the most amount of time in, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So this is a stage that's super important when you're planning out your videos, because you don't want to just go into a video with no direction. You kind of want to have a direction and a good outline and a good plan basically for executing this video, and you just want to have everything down before you even hit record on your camera. So in this stage, obviously, I'm just doing all the planning, my ideas for thumbnails, what text I'm gonna put on the thumbnails, like what exactly this video is going to be about, all my resources, my plan for the overall flow of the video. So a lot of time is spent in this stage of planning. So make sure you do a good bit of research and plan your video really well, but also be careful of staying in this stage a little bit too long. There's some point during the planning stage where you just have to like execute. You can't just stay in this stage forever and just plan forever. Sometimes you just have to like execute and just do the idea. And that's kind of the situation for this particular video. I wasn't feeling confident in what I've like planned for this video, but today I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna execute it and do it now. It's good to be planning for a long time, but don't plan too long, and sometimes you just gotta execute it. So after the planning phase, of course, is the filming stage. So this is where the video is actually being made and you're gonna be recording like how I am right now. And so before I even hit record, sometimes I rehearse my videos. Sometimes I like play it in my head of how I'm gonna be saying these things, or even like talk to myself of how I'm gonna be speaking to the camera. So a lot of the time before I even hit record, I'm trying to rehearse it and making sure it comes out more naturally, because sometimes what I write doesn't always feel natural when you actually say it. So this is where a lot of like things could change of the way I write things compared to the way I say it on camera. So that's why I tend to go with more of an outline and not really a script. Everyone is different. Some people might need scripts to know exactly what they're gonna say, or some people can be like me where I kind of just follow an outline and try to make it feel more natural and just snappy. I don't know. And while I'm filming, I also use this time to take like a thumbnail shot. Always remember, take your thumbnail, because it's one of the most important parts of your video when you get to the upload stage, because that basically almost determines whether that person's gonna click on your video or not. Alright, so you planned your video, you recorded it, and now you have to edit it. So besides the planning stage, this is where you spend a lot of time when you're making videos, in the editing phase. So I think this would go right under the planning stage for me. I've never actually recorded how long it takes for me to edit a video, but sometimes it feels like I'm editing for like ages. So depending on the project that I'm working on, whether it be a vlog or a video just like this, it takes me anywhere from like an hour to upwards of 10 hours to edit videos. So definitely this is a very, very long segment, because this kind of puts all your videos together. Now you don't need to spend like 10 hours editing a video. Something as simple as just sticking clips together and then putting music could be good. It doesn't need to be a long editing process. But for myself, the standard I set for myself when making videos, it takes me several hours to get a nice video that I'm proud of, up. So now that you're done editing your video, now it's time to finally export it. So while a video is exporting, this is usually where I take the chance to write the description for the video if I didn't already write it during the development stage. I find myself writing the description around this stage, because at this point I really have an idea of what the video is going to be like. So this is where I'm writing it, and as soon as the video is done exporting, I pretty much start uploading it to YouTube. So as it's uploading to YouTube, I have this checklist of items that I usually go through to make sure that everything is done as the video is uploading. So those items that I work on are the cards, the end screen, thumbnail, the tags, the hashtag, the description, and the timestamps. So while that video is uploading, I do all those things to make sure this entire video is good to go as soon as the video is uploaded. So I don't really have like an order I do these. I just do whatever is available for me to do when the video is uploading, so that when I'm ready to upload and put it to public or schedule it, the video is pretty much good to go. So once the video is done uploading, I just do my last rounds. I check the description, make sure the tags are good, all the different stuff, and then I schedule the video. I usually schedule it for the weekend. I don't usually post like right then and there, but I schedule it for the weekend, and then I'm pretty much done. Alright, so to recap everything I just said, make sure you write down all your ideas. You might be able to combine the different ideas that you think of into a really unique idea, so make sure you write down everything. Once you have your list of ideas, choose a select few that you can move forward. I typically choose the ones that are related to each other, so that's easier for me when I have to record them. The next thing you do is plan, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So make sure you're doing all your research and making sure you're, overall your video is gonna make sense to the viewer and honestly brings value to the people who are watching your videos. Next is the filming. It takes anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour per video to record for me. It may change for you. Next is the actual editing of your video. This is like the second longest, if not the longest part of the entire video making process, because you're just going back and forth, just trying to find out what is the best way to make this video. The posting of your actual video, and then the post upload items for your video. So like all your description, your tags, your hashtags, your cards, end screen, thumbnail, and timestamps. After you post it, make sure you have all those things done. Whew. That's a lot of things. All in all, that's pretty much my entire workflow whenever I make any of these videos for you guys. It may seem like it's a long process, but it's like a process that I've developed over time. It's not like I just like woke up one day and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make folders and do this. You know, I watched a lot of videos on YouTube and how people do it themselves, and I also learn stuff from work. So take what you can from my entire like workflow and how I do things. You know, if you guys want a more elaborate video on like a certain topic or how I edit things, where I get music from and all that stuff, yeah, definitely leave it down in the comments below and I can possibly make a video about that. I also want to reiterate something I said earlier in the video is to you know, you don't always need to have like a super detailed process like how I explained in this video. The whole goal, and you know, especially if you're just starting out, is to just start making content. You know, enough with the analysis paralysis type of thing, and just start making videos. You know, you're never gonna make the perfect video ever. Like, I thought I could make the most perfect video ever, and still to this day I look back to my older videos, even made like 3 months ago, I'm thinking to myself like, wow, I was pretty terrible. But you know, that's just the whole process of, you know, making videos on YouTube. Over time, you're gonna learn a whole bunch of things. You're gonna learn a whole lot about thumbnails and videos and editing and audio and all kinds of stuff. So if you don't know everything at this point of time, it's okay. You know, you'll learn it along the way. If you're someone who tends to be a perfectionist like I am, you know, sometimes you just gotta post that video, or sometimes you just gotta post that thing you want to post. You know, it's never gonna be perfect. So bottom line, whenever you're making videos, just do it and learn from each video that you make, because by the end of it, you'll be better off learning from experience than like not doing anything at all and thinking that you know a lot just because, you know, you read a bunch or you watched a bunch of videos about it. Your best teacher is experience when it comes to YouTube. So yeah, that's everything I have for you guys. I'm gonna stop talking now. My mouth is getting dry and there's a lot of saliva building up in my mouth. Ugh. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.